checking out a whole bunch of cool rides. Now, as you can see, there is some Australiana, both classic and modern. There's Aussie, American classics. There's JDM, GTR, V-Spec. There is LTDs, there's HQs. Lovely people, good morning, how you doing? There you go, guys. Welcome to the Horsepower Crew live stream. Even a Bentley Turbo. I reckon someone blew the dust off this one this morning and brought it down. Corvette, drop top, tan interior, love it. Oh, look, it says conversion by Corvette Queensland. There you go. Well, as you can see, guys, this is just one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of vehicles up here in the Riverland here at Berry. Welcome to the Horsepower Crew live stream. We are South Australia's motoring enthusiast community organisation. Our continuous mission is to have a positive impact on you, South Australia's motoring enthusiast community, small business and charitable causes. We have come up for a 4-hour drive from Adelaide all the way up to the Riverland to come and check out all of these rides. And there is an extra special one just over there, which is actually the Right Around Australia Citroen. That is a 100-year anniversary of the car circumnavigating Australia from Perth around and back to Perth. So these guys are driving it all year this year. They've stopped in at Berry. Fortunate for me, I happen to be here on this weekend. I did put some posts up from Friday and there's a whole stack of cars here for us to check out. So welcome to the Horsepower Crew live stream. I can see there's several of you watching live. So drop a comment. I'll give you a shout out. That's the simple stuff here. Sometimes I appreciate you hitting the thumbs up on the live stream as well. It's always encouraging. And if you haven't actually watched the live stream here before, hit the subscribe and hit the notifications bell, because we do live streams almost every weekend of the year. And there is zero editing, guys. Zero. None of this is edited. Why? Because so many people don't get to come up to the Riverland and check out all the rides, as an example today, or they might be from here, but they might be at a wedding or, you know, away for work or whatever it might be. So that's why we do these live streams. It's like you being here with us. Shout out to, oh, just missed it. Hang on. 2 secs. There it is. Sharpshooter Gaming. Good morning, JK, Aaron, Joshua Bartlett. There you go. He's just got a shout out. I know several of you are watching, so drop a comment, say g'day JK, drop a twos in the comment, drop a thumbs up in the comments. I'll give you a shout out. Let's go check out all these rides. That's what it's about today. And what I'm going to do is also let you know some information that is new about Wintertime Snow and Shine, our own festival that is happening on May 24th at Adelaide Showgrounds in the Showbag Hall. That is 7,200 square metres, and also the atrium area is also being used, which is another 2,500 square metres. But guys, it is April right now, and in the next few days it's going to be May. So early bird tickets will be ending in the next 3 days. So if you have already got your EOI in, fantastic, you got an early bird ticket. If you are coming regardless whether you're approved or not and using your ticket that you get, then you can grab another ticket for $19. That's the same as a large Big Mac meal on a Sunday. Super affordable for a 8-hour show and entertainment. And honestly, I've got something planned for almost every single hour of the show. You will not be bored, because I am a stickler for car shows and I just absolutely love going out to them and experiencing them and having a great time. Speaking of which, let's go check out some rides and I'll tell you more about what's going on. Welcome to the Horsepower Crew live stream. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go look at these old girls. Check these out. This is a Dodge Brothers old girl. Wow, 1924. Not 2024, 1924. There you go. Con owns it and Sam used to own it. And it was purchased just like this in 2001. And as you can see, it's got the original Dodge Brothers badge, and that is in superb condition. Now, here is the Right Around Australia initiative that's happening today. This red vehicle that is pictured, Bubsy, was the first car to travel right around Australia as a circumnavigation. So that is what's happening here today, guys. There's a few other old girls here, a 1928 Chev. So most Chevs that you see at car shows don't look like this one. And look, it's even got a picture of itself on the seat. And look, it says Chev on the seat as well. Unreal. Certainly would be an experience to ride along in one of these. Let's get a tail end shot of that. That is just gorgeous. It's got a spare on the back. Another spare on the back of this Chev. It's a Chevy Capital. Looks like they've redone all of the leather. That looks in superb condition. And I love the green. And the timber wheels, just incredible. Now this is the vehicle that is called Bubsy, that is going back right around Australia. And this is a tribute to Bubsy. Unreal. It's a Citroen just like this. It is a small car. When you compare it in size to these ones, this one is probably about 3/4 of the size. Absolutely amazing initiative. Let's make sure we get some thumbs up in the comments. Now, speaking of the comments, I can see Giovanni Felino said, sorry, can't make it to the Wintertime Snow and Shine. Maybe next show you put on, I'll be there. You're a legend, Giovanni. Mate, I really appreciate the honesty and the comment there. You know what I'll do? Mate, I'll do a live stream of our own show that is ticketed just for you because you're going to be away, so then you can feel like you're there with us. How about that? I'll do it. I'll do it for people like you, because I've been one of those people before that has been at a show, away at a wedding, or away for work or whatever it might be, and I really wanted to go to a show and see what it was like. So I'll do it for you. Shout out to Josh Lawson, dropping a thumbs up in the comments. Great to meet you a few weeks ago too, mate. Well, let's keep checking out more rides here in Berry. Look at this one. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Another Dodge Brothers Chev. Absolutely incredible. Now, I'm so tempted to honk that horn, but car show etiquette is that you don't. But maybe the owner can do it for us a bit later. Well, that's the old girls. Let's check out some of the other girls here. Absolutely gorgeous Valiant Regal, it looks like to me. Correct me if I am wrong. Gorgeous colour, beautiful tone white. Got the Ford here with all the kit on the back. Another Ford here, bonnet's open, having a bit of a chat. Gorgeous colour. It's like a bronze. Check out this old FE, 1957 wagon. Man, this is in gleaming condition. It's a station sedan. FE Holden. Check out the blinds out the back. The chrome strips on this are amazing, and it's almost got rotary inspired fingernail protectors, because every time you go to grab the handle, your fingernails scratch the paint. So love all of that thought that goes into a car like this. Let's get some red hearts in the comments for that absolutely gorgeous FE. Well, keeping in the theme with Holdens. Oh, you're right, mate. All part of the scene. Gorgeous yellow wagon. Looks like it's been maintained well. Oh, Toyota Corolla. I remember these. You don't see these in this colour very often. And it's not in bad nick either. It is harder and harder to find cars, even from the 80s, like that one, in condition like that. I have to say that a lot of the cars here are in either restored or maintained very well condition. It's very impressive up here in Berry. Obviously they, and the broader Riverland area, they do a great effort. So let's make sure we get some thumbs up in the comments for the guys here in the Riverland. Now, here's a bit of muscle, guys. There is a Statesman Caprice. Jet black, baby. Now, speaking of black cars like this are my fave right now. And it's not because I love black. Oh, you can tell I always love black. But there's only so many vehicles that are black entered into our Wintertime Snow and Shine show. And if something like this enters, I'm going to be very, very enticed to give it a spot in the show. So if you have a black, white or silver car, in the next few days, I'm going to be closing those expression of interest entries, and it's going to be trying to be even colours throughout the show, because Wintertime Snow and Shine is the opposite of every other car show. I'll give you an example. Today, we're outside. Wintertime, it's inside. Usually, most car shows are done in warmer months, like we are now in autumn. Wintertime is done just before winter. And the reason just before winter on this occasion is to help small businesses have that connection with our community going into the winter season when they usually have lower activity. So here at Horsepower Crew, we have a continuous mission to have a positive impact on our community, small business and charitable causes. And that is why we position our date in May 24th, because that's just ahead of the winter season. Have some positive impacts on charities, have some positive impacts on businesses in our community. Have a great time while we do it. Get your entries in at horsepowercrew.com/EOI. If you want to check out the information on Wintertime, horsepowercrew.com/Wintertime. Let's have a closer look at this Caprice. Love the Convo Pros on it. Love the reverse cowl. It's actually done really well, because you can see the line starts at the absolute tip and works its way across. It's not too large. It certainly goes in with the body theme. Personally, I love tan interiors. This one's got one of those. Got the 2-spoke steering wheel, and just like black and chrome is my bag, man. Like, check out the fats on the back. Check out the absolutely gorgeous badging they used to do in the 70s. This is one of my faves. I reckon it'll be hard to pick a fave today, but that's definitely in the top 5. Gorgeous VN Commodore. This one is in original spec, and it is looking real schmick. Got a ute here. There seems to be a fair bit going on. There's an engine bay open. I love it when engine bays are open. We get to have a look at all of the man hours. I see a snail over there. You don't see those usually on these. And we've got the seats in the back. This would be perfect for summer nats. I reckon it might have made a trip to summer nats. Hey, it's got some steps there. I reckon I'll jump in. If I meet the owner, I'll jump in and take a selfie a little bit later on. Morning. How you doing? Great. Another ute, but JDM's vibes. I believe it is a Hilux. Correct me if I'm wrong. Another turbo hiding in there. Love it. Whoop choos happening with these utes. Whoa, this Stato's got a bit of beef. Check it out, reverse cowl. It's got the Outlaw wheels, beadlocks on the back, and they're chunky, man. Must have some beef in it. HSV, baby. And I love shaved tailgates. I reckon Holden did that really well. Now, from Aussie to Euro, Maserati. I don't think I have ever seen a Maserati of this kind ever before. Wow, this is super different. Now, there is actually quite a large distance between the dash and the driver's seat. As you can see here, there's not much leg room, so you know, whoever owns this might be quite a tall person. And you can see the handbrake is actually tucked in next to the floor plan. Very, very interesting. I can see something chrome also in the corner there. Very interesting Maserati. Oh, what? Man, unreal. I don't think I've ever seen a Maserati of this nature. Not only that, I've never seen one with an engine conversion, and unreal condition. Let's make sure we get some thumbs up the screen for the owner of this Maserati. That is just absolutely superb. Definitely up in the top 5. Jaguar, looking smart, love it. Mercedes also looking very smart. SS, VT, SS, VR, VS. I reckon maybe, let me know in the comments. It's always very hard to pick the difference between a VR and a VS. There's only very, small differences between them. Let me know if the white VR, the white car is a VR or VS. Now, we do know this vehicle quite well. Has attended Horsepower Crew shows a fair few times. Love the star wheels. And I just love in this era, the red stripe. I remember, just like this one's got the red stripe was very iconic in the 90s. It's got the Peter Brock signature. Let's get some red hearts in the comments. You can actually see a Horsepower Crew hoodie in there. Big respect. Love all of the black and red theming on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some red hearts in the comments for this one. Couple bikes. Now, I actually have had some entries for Wintertime Snow and Shine for a few bikes, and they're always easy to fit in a show. I know that I said before there's 7,200 square meters indoors and 2,500 square meters in the atrium undercover, but when you fill it up with all the walkways, the traders, the cars, all you're left with is some space for bikes. Gorgeous Fairmont. We have had our winter blues and purples, very popular this year. Another colour that was popular was our fireplace, all the reds, yellows, maroons. Those areas have definitely sold out. You can still try your luck and get on the cancellation list. This is a car that has absolutely entered and will be approved in the next week or two. It's Craig's Skyline. Craig actually joined us at our very first show back in 2016 at Myland Homemaker Centre. The car has come a long way since then as well, and it was always a beautiful car, even back in 2016. Let's get some thumbs up the screen for Craig. Organised a fair few people to come on out here today to meet myself and also check out the 100-year anniversary vehicle that we looked at before. VL over there heading off. They cruised in just as I did, not long before I started the live stream. Everyone driving safe, everyone actually having a good time. This is actually quite a well-attended event. There's a lot of people here today. This one was actually behind me this morning. Quite a nice Dodge. Was keeping up with me actually for an old girl. Gorgeous. We did have a look at this Vet before. Gorgeous colour. And this Bentley, we saw the back end of it before. Let's see what it says down here. Unveiling of the pinnacle of luxury, 1988 Bentley Turbo R. It's a paragon of British automotive craftsmanship, a symbol of luxury and performance that emerged from prestigious Bentley motors, established in 1919. What a gorgeous car. I love Bentleys. Well, geez, like there's even some really nice flake in the paint. Man, those seats are thick as they would be so comfy. Looking at that wood grain. Oh, you have the keys in it for me. Oh, nice fella. I might take it for a little cruise. As you wouldn't, but there you go. Gorgeous Bentley. Very cool car. I reckon that might even be in the top 10 as well. I've got a soft spot for it. Shout out to Headlight Restoration Adelaide. Good morning, JK, he says. Big good morning to you as well, George. Looking forward to having you connect with our community on Saturday, May 24th at Adelaide Showgrounds from 12 p.m. through to 8 p.m. Now, guys, I will be making an announcement very soon about the finale of the event. I have taken it to the next level. I can't say much right now because I'm waiting on a couple of things to happen. But in the next week or so, I'll be making a huge announcement about what's happening at Wintertime Snow and Shine at the end at 8 p.m. Can't wait to tell you. I can see the B&M shifter in here. It's got an aftermarket computer as well. Got beadlocks on the back. The beadlocks are, I reckon, almost the modern day centerlines. The South Aussie hubcaps, as they call them. Hey mate, how you doing? Good, good. You already got your two wheels out. That's where I started. Yeah, man, love it, guys. Take it easy. LTD. Oh, interesting sign. Funeral director on official business. Well, there you go. It definitely does have those vibes as an LTD. Oh, gorgeous. V-Spec, GTR. These Nissans are my vibe. You know, like, if there was ever a sound and feel of a car, it's got to be the Nissan GTR for me. That is just gorgeous. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to do the same if you like it in the comments. Cannot miss this Trans Am and the Charger behind it. They are loud. Love how, like orange. Gotta be brave to own an orange or yellow car, that's for sure. Let me know in the comments, what are you vibing? Is it the Americana or the Australiana? Pick one, drop it in the comments. We'll do a quick survey. Says, do you love Americana or do you love Australiana? Whew, there is a lot of man hours in that engine bay. There is a lot hidden of wiring, etc., that has made this such a floating piece of art with that motor. George goes for the Aussie Mopar. Well, there's a vote in for that. Geez, this one is absolutely gleaming today. Love the seats. Got the autometer rev gauge up there. Oh, tempted to even do some hey charges in the comments. We'll see if the Americana or the Australiana wins. I reckon those number plates would be worth a pretty penny too. Well, we've also got a pair of Holdens here. This is Annie's. Annie's one of our followers who's joined us at many shows before. And we've got two Holdens. So maybe we do another survey. Says they're both blue, they're both Holdens, but one's new school, one's old school. Which one is your vibe? Is it the Monaro or is it the VX? Ooh, tan interior. Ooh, another very impressive engine bay. Let us know, guys. I personally love them both. They're both two different eras of the Australian Holden history. But let me know in the comments, guys. Love it. 67 Chev Impala. I love the pillarless that they did back in those times. Love the color as well. Morning, gentlemen. Great day for it. It is, definitely. John Camberry said old school and also said old school muscle. There you go. All right, well, 1.5 rows left. Stato over here. VL. Now this VL, looking schmick, man. Like, this is super clean. I reckon this one definitely has had a respray or definitely been maintained in supreme condition. Love the interior. And so you've got the towel on the back as well. Sin 86. Love it. Another Holden, different era, different vibe. Another Holden over here. Love the green pram. That is just superb. That reminds me of One Pro HG, which was also green, also had the Convo Pros, and was the poster of our Track Fest back in 2019 at the Bend. Gorgeous. But JDM with the Integra. This hot rod is incredibly impressive. I love the seats in it. Have a look at these two. And they do recline as well. And looks like suicide doors, because the door handle's on that side and also this side. So, and the hinges are on this side. So love it. Awesome. What do we got over here? It's a Humber, I reckon. Hey guys, how you doing? There you go, 26,500 genuine miles. Wow, there you go. A bit more Americana with a Mercury. Geez, isn't that absolutely gleaming in that condition? And if you can't see on the screen, I'll try and get a shot from here. We're in the shade, so you can see there's actually flames that go down the side. You might actually see it a bit better in the sun. There you go. You can see a bit more orange in the flames. I reckon that's a really nice touch because, you know, if you've got a black car, the flames really pop really loudly. But if you've got a red car with orange flames, I think it's got that subtlety to it and still gives it that hot rodder, you know, 1970s Americana vibe. Let's get some red hearts in the comments for that Mercury. Gorgeous. Lots of Holdens up here. This one is a vibe. I am definitely digging those wheels. That is something that I would choose on a H. Beautiful V8. That is a great engine bay. Super tidy interior. B&M shifter, some autometer gauges. Oh, nice Kenwood setup in the back. Very cool. Very cool. Loving it. Definitely worth a thumbs up in the comments for that one. That is very cool. Now, guys, we do live streams every weekend of the year. So if you haven't already subscribed to us and press the notification bell on this YouTube channel, absolutely flick it on now before you forget, because this is where we'll be doing our live streams from now on. We've been doing live streams since back in 2016, every weekend. So there's always content happening on our channels. We were live on Facebook just before, and finishing up the full episode here on YouTube. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that color. Look at that flame work just going down the side. I believe it's a Willy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Love the sucking of the air into there. Looks like they're part of the South Australian Rod Association, and that is just bliss. Love how long the boot goes. That is just superb. I reckon I'll be getting a side shot Sunday of that one a little bit later on. EBGT, my good friend George from Headlight Restoration Adelaide would absolutely love this. That is his vibe, definitely one of his faves. I was having a chat to the gentleman that owns this LTD before, part of our family friends up here in Berry. Love how the black and red happens on the outside and the inside. Let's get some red hearts up the screen for the LTD. Valiant over here, got the window open in the back. These cars were definitely used in the drive-in era of the 1970s. So it's definitely something that a lot of people did in their Valiant VIP wagons. Great shot there of the Ford LTD and the Valiant VIP. Now, speaking of VIP, this one is a modern VIP. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it is a Toyota Crown, but it may be a conversion from the Camry over to the Crown. I'm not a master of all horsepower, but I am a lover of all of them. There you go, Crown Athlete, hence the badging. From JDM to Americana, that is a huge stop sign in the back. Love the splits, sound force. Gorgeous Mustang. That is just superb. Nothing screams more Americana than a red Mustang. For those of you who don't know, this is Horsepower Crew's Project GT, which has had a number of South Australian businesses work on it over time. Just recently, Spike changed my front bar and also sprayed down the side, down this driver's side, to give it a bit of a tidy up. We also had Auto Transformers complete the shaving of the tailgate, and also Loud's Creations do the custom rear lights, and SA Auto Installs also complete the technology inside the car. There's a side shot Sunday for you guys. I'll get down low. I might take a screenshot of that later. Well, that's my vibe. And lucky last, guys. Lucky last. HQ. Who I parked next to you. And it is silver. Guys, silver is my vibe today. As I said before, if you're watching, silver is one of the colours that does have some room for wintertime snow and shine. Now, if I don't get any more silver cars, then I'll be approving more blues and more in the fireplace, because those areas did sell out. But I'd like to get a handful of more of silver cars. If I saw something like this enter, and especially if it had the word Riverland in the description, I would approve it, knowing that they're coming down from the Riverland. It is a 4-hour trip. They have to organise, accommodation to bring their car in on the Friday and then enjoy the show on the Saturday. But I would be very enticed. So this has been Berry, guys. The Riverland. Quite an impressive turnout for these guys this morning. Definitely one of my favourite parts of the world. Next live stream next week. We'll bring that to you, and as I said before, early bird tickets are closing this week, guys. So if you do want to save yourself a few bucks and you're planning on coming on Saturday, May 24th to the Adelaide Showgrounds to see Australia's biggest winter-themed automotive festival, absolutely get your tickets now while it's April, because it will save you a few bucks. Don't leave it till May. you'll pay more, and don't leave it till the gate on the day. You'll pay even more, because naturally it costs us more as well. But we'll make it cheap for you. A few shout outs to Josh Lawson, also Giovanni Foligno, Simon Harrison, and Giovanni also loved that glow flame as well, and Simon loved that Maserati. Me too. Actually, need to call it out. Maserati number 1, the orange Charger number 2, and ooh, Craig Shaliath, his R33 Skyline as well, number 3. That's my top 3 personal picks today from JK. Thank you for tuning into the Horsepower Crew channel on YouTube. We'll be doing live streams again on our Facebook, where we've got 45,000 followers, and over here where we have another 1,000. Thank you to those of you that have hit subscribe and notifications, because this is where you're catching us doing these live streams. Happy motoring. We'll see you next week, and we'll see your entries come through at horsepowercrew.com/wintertime. See you guys.